but look at its inherent nature. Its inherent nature is spitefulness. Now in the process to come, this spitefulness is going to manifest at the physical level as everything is compressing. Which means you're going to really face spitefulness. And you're going to have very peculiar experiences. For instance, you will be trying your best to be good. This has been going on for some time. You must understand that the process is not here from just the other day. It's been here for quite some time. And it has been compressing silently without being seen. Now that we are entering the stage of it is being where it will be seen, because the stage is set now, which means it is now done. Within this all, you will notice a peculiar thing, that sometimes you will make all the effort imaginable to be good, to do the right thing, and everything just goes wrong. It's like you can't get the point. What is really actually happening is that your physical manifested spitefulness, based on what you have programmed you to be, you as free will at all cost prevent you from going into an expression of equality as balance as life. Because unless you transcend this spitefulness, you'll never be free. And therefore you will seek out ways, and you must be really careful. Every single thing you will be doing, inherently you will be doing within the context of a back door called spite. And that spite you will call free choice. If things go bad, I have a choice. If this happen, I have a choice. If that happen, I have a choice. But what you're really saying in that is that you're already creating that choice. Because in spite of knowing that you should be here supporting life equal and one, you'll automatically create its point where you can get out by saying, I will fail with this anyway. I mean, just because others are involved with it, I can't trust them. My way out is my choice. I am thus free. I am freely participating in equality. Exactly the same point where it all started in the beginning. Point of balance. The point where there is a belief that apparently one cannot stand equal in responsibility as creators of existence. That apparently you need a higher force that can take responsibility for your mistakes and thus allow you to have unencumbered free choice, and that you can justify your existence accordingly. Hear me, this will be challenged in every imaginable way until this is purified, and spitefulness will never exist again. When someone is spiteful, I suggest simply don't participate. They are only able to exert spitefulness if you participate in their spitefulness. Yet in spite of the spiteful, you're going to have to walk in equality and oneness until this is done. Because some has created themselves as only spitefulness, all-powerful, abusing and using spitefulness to get their way, to manipulate the way, to find their way where they can remain in control no matter what. For that, a solution was placed. Unfortunately and fortunately for everyone, death is the solution. That was the one point that was placed in existence to prevent anyone from having power in spitefulness. Now that point has become highly effective in purifying existence from the spiteful. Consider that in your spitefulness you have become a monster that eats flesh. You've become a monster that abuses every single thing that exists. In the name of your free choice, you've become a monster that has created a thing called money to support your spitefulness so that you could be more wealthy and more successful than another in spite of though starving in this existence, you will hoard your spitefulness as money into things where you ban the king of equality in banking, and you will exist in your free will and have created all the tools necessary to make sure that this is how you exist. So hear me, you don't really want to change, you just want power. You just want to be able to express your spitefulness. You don't really want everyone to be equal, because then you would have stopped starvation, because you're quite capable of doing it. There is nothing in your way but yourself. You would have stopped war, but you weren't, because war is so nice as a spiteful trait. And you're able to stop war. You're able to stop every atrocity in this reality simply through the principle of balancing equality, equal to life, life in balance. But you will not, because you're spiteful. You don't have free choice, you will see. Free choice never really existed. Free choice was just an idea. The only point that really exists is your desire for power through spitefulness. And hear me, if you have beings in your life that is spiteful, get rid of them. Let them face their spitefulness. Do not submit to their control. They are not deserving of any support. They will purify themselves, but as long as you play the game with them, as long as you allow them their spitefulness, they cannot see what they're doing. So you stop spitefulness by spiting the spiteful for a moment, by not participating in their spitefulness. They will say you're spiteful because you're not adhering to free choice. But really, if your principal starting point is equality as life here, in every breath, in self-honesty, then you have a starting point that is certain to carry you through no matter what happens. The principle of self-forgiveness is simplistic. You're spiteful. You need to forgive yourself for that. And everyone is spiteful. As long as you have free choice, you're spiteful. And you require self-forgiveness. Which is fascinating. Self-forgiveness is like the key to give yourself back to yourself in honor and self-honesty. To become honorable again as life. Because life is not honorable. What's nature? It's not honorable. The strong eat the weak. The same happens in the human society. The strong eats the weak. We're all cannibals. Energetic cannibals. Spiteful in expressing our power. This will now stop. And how it ends depends on each one individually, because you are really contained individually in a mind-consciousness system where you have no power whatsoever. You are being spited by existence. Enjoy the ride.